Chapter 1 Arrival of Europeans in India, Lecture 2. We discussed already about Dutch, Portuguese, Christopher Columbus and Vasco da Gama. Now we discussed about British interest in India. During the reign of Queen Elizabeth of England in the year 1600 Common Era, the British established the East India Company. This company belonged to merchants who wanted to increase their wealth by undertaking trade with India. The first British ship arrived in India at the port of Surat in the year 1608 Common Era. Captain W. Hawkins, the captain of the ship, was the first British to set foot in India. He made Jahangir but did not get his permission to trade. Thereafter, Sir Thomas Roy arrived in India, who acquired the permission to establish a trading center in Surat. Later, Delhi went into the hands of Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan gave permission to the British to carry out trade in Bengal. So, Hawkins come in India, but he didn't get permission. But after Thomas Roy, he arrived and he take permission. And then they ruling over India. And then Bengal, Shah Jahan's reign in Bengal, and then Shah Jahan gave permission to make trade to British. Now French. The French established the French East India Company in the year 1664 Common Era. They established factories in Surat, Machilipatnam and Pondicherry. The head of the French company was Joseph Francois Dupleix, who had the desire to expand the European rule in India. Thus, the French and the British stood in competition against each other to become the strongest European company. There were innumerable disputes and battles between both French and British, and finally the British emerged as the winners. However, the French retained their control over the trading centers of Puducherry, Mahe and Chandranagar. British trade in Bengal. The British first started their trade on the banks of the river Hooghly and established forts in the year 1651 Common Era. The forts were garnished for their protection of the factory and got the permission from the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb to trade without paying taxes against an annual payment. So they make trade but without paying taxes. You see ship of the British and their forts here in the Hooghly. Now you see the expansion of the British rule between 1757 Common Era to 1850, between 100 years. By this time, the East India Company was in a race to earn more and more money. As per the order passed in Bengal, the company availed the benefit of tax-free trading. However, many officers who were engaged in private trade did not pay the taxes as well. As a result, the income generated from the tax collection in Bengal reduced, which in turn was opposed by the Nawab of Bengal, Murshid Quli Khan. This dispute kept on recurring even during the time of Ali Vardi Khan. After Ali Vardi Khan, his son Siraj-ud-Dawla took charge. He got involved into a major battle with the British because they did not pay taxes, and then battle take on. Now Battle of Plassey. Siraj-ud-Dawla became Nawab of Bengal in the year 1756. He had an overwhelming influence over the British. The British helped the competitors of Siraj-ud-Dawla by conspiring against him so that he would not remain on the throne of Bengal. There were frequent conflicts with the British merchants regarding payment of taxes. When the British merchants failed to pay taxes, which were applicable to both Indian and foreign merchants, the situations came to a boil. He ordered that the British should not fortify the factory, pay the taxes as per the rules, and trade as per the term and condition. This provocation was enough for Siraj to opt for war, and he succeeded in expelling the British from Calcutta. So after this is the Battle of Plassey. The British counter-attacked under the leadership